very much in his speech. Now, a very warm welcome to the first speaker of the closing opposition team from Tel Aviv.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Speaker, thank you for the floor. What we are in the second opposition is going to talk to you about today is, firstly, that education through punishment is very ineffective. We're going to go deeper on the first position. We're going to show you that it is bringing negative effects, even worse than what the problems that they came to solve. Then we are going to show you that we are violating very fundamental human rights here. And lastly, we are going to show you that the state has a much stronger moral obligation towards its citizens not to commit crime against its citizens than even citizens versus citizens. But first, let's talk about what we just heard. Because we heard that we give the right to the police to act violently, and therefore, and this is because we trust them. And we say no. We say that this is the other way around. We give police the monopoly on acting violently, and therefore we don't trust them. And therefore we regulate them very harshly. Therefore, once we give them this authority, we can't do it because it is completely unregulated. We cannot have, we cannot know how hard the policeman hit the kid. He himself doesn't know how this kid is sensitive to being hit. It's a little kid. He's fragile. There is no way to control this. Furthermore, we heard that these are violent kids and they understand nothing besides violence. And for that we say, okay, so you take violent kids and what do you teach them? That if you have a problem, you solve it with violence. Is this what we want to teach them? No, we want to teach them that violence is wrong. So what you actually are teaching them is that the stronger is the right one. If they will be stronger than their other gangs, then they are the right one. The stronger is the ruler, the stronger is giving the rules, the stronger is saying what is good and what is wrong, not according to the values, but according to your strength. What we heard furthermore is that, well, they will learn to respect authority because the authority is being really harsh. Well, just as much they will learn to respect their gang leader because he is stronger than the police. They will learn to respect power and strength and violence and not what we want them to learn. No, thank you. Now let's get cracking on our substantive matter. So, why is this punishment not effective? Why will it give us negative results? First of all, as I already declared in my rebuttal, violence as a solution is only teaching them that this is the solution to problems. If you have a boy attacking another boy, and then the policeman comes and he hit the boy, the attacker, what is the difference between the boy attacking the kid and the policeman attacking the attacker? It is exactly the same thing. What you teach them is that this is the solution to the problem. At the end of the day, it doesn't give you the good values that you want to teach them. Secondly, punishment, physical punishment in general is not a good way to teach people things. And we'll explain you why they abolished this in school. When you punish someone by hitting him, there is no direct link between the thing that he did, the offense that he did, and the punishment. If he steals something and he gets hit, there is no direct link there. But if he steals something and you make him work in this store, if you make him help the owner of the store and see how hard he works to earn this money, then he can understand the thing. If he did something bad to a person, this person is in a hospital, and you have to take care of him in the hospital or clean the hospital in order to get close to the situation, understand what is going over this person that is in the hospital, he can understand. But if you just hit him, there is no direct link between the act and the punishment, and this is why it's a very bad way to punish people, to educate people. Now, we heard furthermore that these are delinquents, and we agree to them. These are children with very large problems, with very big problems with violence. They are getting hit at home, they are getting hit at school. They learn all their life that violence is the solution to everything. And we want to teach them otherwise. We don't want to continue this education. At the end of the day, what it will only bring us is kids that are alienated towards society, alienated towards the police, and this is exactly not what we don't want to happen. We even don't punish these kids in courts. You know, they are not criminal responsible to their act. So how can we, on one hand, not punish them in court, but on the other hand, give the police the right to punish them even without a fair trial right in the street? This is ridiculous. Let's get to the human rights that we violate here. First, I already stated that this in the POI, the right for a fair trial. It's simply ridiculous that you give adults above the age of 18 the right for a fair trial, and you just take it away from these little kids. They deserve it just as well as anyone else. Secondly, you go against their right of bodily integrity. Just as you don't punish adults by hitting them, and when you do arrest someone and he is resisting the arrest, yes, you can force him and arrest him, but you don't punish him for what he did. You just using the violence in order to arrest him. Thirdly, we are violating the parents' decision right. These parents have the right to decide how do they want to punish their kids. It's not in the hands of the police. Don't you agree?
But if we see that although a child is not yet out of control, but the parents are doing nothing to prevent it from doing so, don't you think we are legitimate in helping the child?
How exactly do you know what the parent is doing to solve this problem or no? Are you going to follow the parents and their educational talk with the kid? This is ridiculous. It's impossible. It never happens. You cannot go into the house and see what happens there. Lastly, let's talk about the state and its role and its obligation towards its citizens. When a certain citizen attacks another citizen, we consider this as a crime. We say that we as government has a much higher moral obligation towards our citizens not to commit these crimes against them. Why? Because we have much more power to do so. The police force is much stronger than any single citizen. If we give the most powerful organization in the country the right to commit this crime of attack, this crime of hitting another, and we take the strongest body in the society and we tell them, okay, you can hit the lowest and the most fragile part of society. This is exactly the opposite of what we want to do. We want to protect these children, these fragile children, and not, as a state, attack them with our police force. Ladies and gentlemen, what have we told you? We have shown you that this is the very worst way to educate these children. We have shown you that we violate extremely important human rights, both of these children and their parents, and we have shown you that we as a state has a moral obligation towards these children not to commit this crime against them. For all those reasons, we stand proud on our position.